All right, so we started to record this, but on stream, but my internet conked, and so we're going to review this off of stream. I want a professional's opinion of some direction and a reality check. I want to feel like I'm actually learning and improving. Take off my Dunning-Kruger goggles. This is Gold Sojourn. Play 3 to 4 hour sessions 4 to 5 times per week. I want to have understanding where my gameplay is lacking, understanding where I need to change, what I need to change. Long term, I want to feel entirely confident in my abilities. Well, bad news is you won't always be able to do that. I think confidence is not really something that really comes from necessarily even competence necessarily, although that's often the case, because you can endlessly always be a little bit better, a little bit better, and a little bit better, and may not always be able to do that. So for you, the priority has to be, I'm going to be confident that the process of what I'm doing will make me a better player. And then I'm enjoying that process along the way. That's very important. Otherwise, like, what's the point of getting better at anything if you don't like the process of getting better? I think that's really crucial. So a lot of people just aim to rank up without really any real meaning behind it. And I think that's something to avoid. I like to believe it's understanding, but that may be an oxymoron. I'd like to think that I have good mechanics, but my lack of understanding may sway my perception. If possible, I'd like to do your larger call. Okay. Let's take a look here at your message. Got one game in last night. This is a quick play game, which is not optimal. It's a loss. I'm sure it'll exemplify my flaws. Feel free to roast that in today's stream and watch the VOD tomorrow when I've got a second. Okay, so let's just take a look here. Now, there's not going to be as much footage here, so Norts, what I want you to do is I might do some gameplay examples at the end. Might do like a jump in a quick play game myself to try and demonstrate some of the concepts that I'm talking about. But I will try to obviously break this down first. But I just know that the quick play game might not have a ton of footage to look at here. So we'll make do with what we can. So big thing with Sojourn is that she is a pretty flexible DPS character in terms of like the range that she can play, like what angles that she's allowed to hold. The thing that makes Sojourn unique is that she has extreme mobility. So that you can often control angles without really being punished. And you need to control those off angles. So in other words, you can only see Soldier right now. But if you deep into this angle here, you can actually pressure out the Junker Queen and the BAP, or the Soldier, a little bit of Juno, a little bit of Junkrat, right? Most DPS couldn't hold a position like that without getting killed or pushed, but you can because you can always just slide out. In fact, you can even slide in if you'd like to, just to be able to take the angle. You have those options to be able to do that if you'd like to. So for you, your big priority is like, what positions am I allowed to hold because I have the luxury of having mobility? And I think that's the key thing for you. Where can I go? Where can I hold otherwise? Nice shot. Disruptor shot. Purposefully used on that corner on the Junkrat, clears him out. That's great. Keep shooting, build that rail. Keep shooting, build that rail. That's exactly what Sojourn can do. You can get Knife to not really worry. This is too close versus the Junker Queen. So find a different angle that plays to your effective range better in that matchup, which will probably be where. In fact, for the rest of this review, I'm going to ask where and I'm going to pause. I want you to try to think where on the map, and I will finagle my camera. So pause. I'm going to tell you, I think you need to be swinging wide to this angle here to poke out the JQ, or even take the opportunity to rotate up top here and shoot these guys out. Not here, it's too close to the Junkrat, but here. You can choose your angle, create your distance, because Sojourn versus Junkrat, you want to get further away. Creating that angle gives you better sightlines, more vision, and then this is insanity. So the disruptor shot here is a little bit purposeless. You just kind of throw it in the enemy team's general direction, and then you slide directly into an angle, but at an angle into a Junkrat at point blank range. Not the play. You should die there, and even though you don't die there, it forces you out of the angle, and then now you're just sitting on cart with the rest of your team. The whole concept of first-person shooters is that you want to establish crossfire. First-person shooters means that people are shooting. When people shoot, people hide behind walls. Establishing crossfire means that you're able to maintain your cover while denying theirs. And you can choose different positions that play to your effective range. Versus this composition, for example, with the exception of maybe Soldier, you kind of want to maintain your distance on most characters, playing around the medium range, right? Unfortunately, here you don't take an angle, you sit on cart, and then you mismanage your position as a result. Good try. Build up that rail. Keep shooting. You could disruptor shot that. That's a great area to zone, right? You can use your disruptor shot just to take people out of an angle, right? So they're not allowed to use an angle versus you. Nice shot. Good disruptor shot. See, now he drops. You notice that? So now his position to do damage is significantly worse. He can only really shoot your monkey. He's not really going to be able to go for your backline like he just did last fight. So then what you can do is you can fill that vacated space, which is exactly what you do. And then now you have an angle to shoot backline, which is way more lethal. That's a little bit of a rush shot. Slow that down. You're rushing your shots. Slow down your rail. My mechanics with the rail is terrible. I don't have really any experience with Sojourn at all. She's probably one of my least played characters, but practicing your mechanics generally comes from taking the time to align your crosshair onto their head and fire, especially considering that you're a projectile character that migrates into a hit scan burst. So it's very important that you give yourself time to be able to aim properly. I don't think you were really poked out of that angle. Well, you are now. Okay, use the disruptor shot there. Clear him off. Clear him off. Use that disruptor shot. Use that disruptor shot. See, the great part about the disruptor shot is you can clear an angle without actually having to physically be there, which is obviously a problem. Because you know, you can't exactly slide up to the junk right now. You could if you slid up here. Something to remember. Too close to the JQ, you're going to die as a result. Ooh, the healing over time and the damage over time was perfect there. But yeah, essentially what's happening here is, well, that was a nice shot and a nice disruptor shot, is you're saving disruptor shots specifically for trying to like follow up off of kills and such. At least that's my impression so far. But you don't need to wait for that. You can just use the disruptor shot to clear out an off angle to push people out of position. Then I want you to prioritize finding a bit of an off angle, split from either your tank or support. So basically, crossfire. You might be with your tank, you might be with your support, but you don't want to be stacked as a clump, right? And then I want you to be playing your effective range because you're getting too close to JQ and you're getting too close to Junkrat as well. All right, it's fine. Just hide. That's done, so we can peek this now. Maybe we can swing right a little bit. Didn't really know your rail charge there. I think you thought that you were a higher rail than you were. Nobody up top. Take the angle. Take the angle and pop your ult here. That's fine. It's not terrible. This is why taking a position like this could be better, though. Do you see how much easier it is to get value from it here? Whereas here, the sightlines, they're already hiding from damage here, so it's really easy to hide from you. If they hide from you here, then it's really easy for your Brigitte or your Ana or your Ashe or even your Winston to secure kills. Using the ult here is fine. Just use it, let it go, don't overthink it. And obviously hitting shots helps a lot as well, and maybe you get the kill on that, Juno. Again, a blind disruptor shot. But the big thing is that you need it being on a little bit of an angle there would have helped that significantly. Get him. Good. Nicely done. Use that disruptor shot. Woo! Nice. Run. Maintain distance. Maintain distance. Good. Too close. You need to slide a little bit further. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It was a good try. It was a good try. They should have used the nano on you there.
We're going against the odds.
Shooting, shooting, shooting. Good rail. Good disruptor shot. I don't think this fight is winnable, though, so maybe just disengage. No, okay, well, good. Playing your range here, really nice. And a good angle. You notice that they're all putting attention here, and then you're over here. That's why you're getting these kills here, right? So you're basically being given an off angle because of where your Ashe is positioned, right? But what if your Ashe was stacked with you? What would you do? And I think that's where you've had some difficulties. You can disrupt a shot on the soldier if you'd like to. Yeah. Force him to rotate around at the open, and then now he's out of position and he dies for it. You notice that? That was a great use of your disruptor shot there. I don't know if that's what your intention was, but that's definitely what the value of what you did was. Now here, again, a situation where your vision is really restricted. They're all hiding from you. So if you can't see people, if your vision is really constricted, your positioning is bad. This solves all of your problems immediately, where they cannot hide from both the main fight, from your Ana about to be, right? Your Ryan, your Ashe, you. It's impossible, right? That's the problem here, right? Your positioning is making it too difficult for you to have sightlines, and the only way that you're able to get sightlines is by directly pressing W. You see that? You force yourself into a bad position because your initial positioning isn't bad. That's the irony. See, even this, I don't hate it, but it's a little bit congested. It's a little close, right? Fine, finish her off. Let's go. Little rush with the rail there. You tend to panic a little bit, sometimes wasting a little bit of rail charge, which isn't terrible, but it is something to work at. This is good. He can't contest you at this range. It's too far for him. Very good. You can shoot and disruptor shot that JQ or the soldier. Again, great angle. Again, why is this working? Why is this working? Where's the Junkrat putting focus, right? You've got members of your team to worry about here and here. So there's nowhere for him to go that's safe, right? He doesn't even know you're there. Same thing with the soldier. Running from your right in one angle, and you're on the other. Where can he go? You're playing your effective range. You have a bit of cover. It's perfect. Do not need to walk into JQ. Really need to avoid moving towards your threats when you can just simply shoot them. Just shoot them.
Railgun charged. Clear out.
This is a good angle. Hold the corner. Like you're playing your effective range. You will need a little bit of healing, but you can grab the mega even if you'd like to, or even passive healing, right? Good. Good. Play your effective range. Good. Good try. Take the left side. Take the left side. See, they're all thinking about right, and you take the left, and look at how free this is, right? It's free because they don't think about you. Don't move towards the tank. Leave the tank alone. Yeah, see, now you've lost your angle. You missed your opportunity. Thankfully, your Rhine pops off here.
Dodge this.
Jump shots there is pretty good. Zoning on the tank. It's fine. It's okay to shoot the tank. I just don't want you moving towards the tank, right? You kind of like, you know, a little Frankenstein-ish going on here. Swing left, because there's no way that soldier can hide from both your Ashe and you. It's impossible, unless he, you know, leaves entirely. Getting a little cheeky with a disruptor shot here. You got to be careful. You're a little close. Trying to stop them from touching, I understand, but you got to be careful. And then obviously just a little too close here as well. Okay. We get the cap. Nice angle again because he's not thinking about here or here, or excuse me, here. He is thinking about here, right? Very nice. You can pop your ult here right now. This is because they're, again, very split with where they need to be putting emphasis here. Because they're so confused, right? They're like looking left, they're looking right. There's nowhere really for them. You see how like this has been like shooting fish in a barrel. Like this has felt really good. I mean, your team, you end up, okay, let's what is there to learn here? I think you're just being surprised by the Reaper sometimes and get out a little bit. I think you also hit a really nice shot on you, I think. Yeah, you're just too slow to react. You needed to hear the TP. But what you're doing here is totally fine. That's exactly what Sojourn should be able to do is hold an angle, gets pushed with a teleport, slides away. That's exactly what you should be able to do. If you struggle to do that, then that's just a failure on your end. Okay, let's get some damage out. Good. You can honestly just pop your ultimate if you just want to get one kill here. A kill is a kill. A kill goes a long way. You don't need multiple kills to break a spawn camp. You just need one. And using an ultimate forward is totally fine. You slide away from the Reaper into the Junker Queen. Be careful. Good little sight line here. Sure, it's fine. Yanked forward a little here. It's fine. I think you're just waiting for the perfect sightline to ult because you don't want to like solo ult anybody, but it's not happening. You just need to use the ultimate and get a kill. Even or just force an ultimate or two. I guarantee if you popped your ultimate sooner, we would have had at least 2 ultimates being used, and that would have allowed you guys to break this choke. Pop it. Don't wait for the perfect situation. You had a good enough sightline. Yes, this is great. This is great because it's an angle. This is great because it's well-timed with your team's push. This is great because you have cover. This is also great because you're playing your effective range, right? You're not too close to the Junker Queen or the Reaper. You're playing a little close, but you're playing close to characters that you can get close to, right? It's not that big of a deal. So I expect this to be fight winning. Good try. Nice. And there you go. Well done. Sure. A little bit of a blind disruptor shot there. Make sure that you have confirmation. That's a good thing to have before you clear her out. Oh my days, is that real? Oh my gosh. Look at... That is unbelievable. Okay, this is a tough choke. There's not a lot of angles available here. Good try with that rail. Really good try with that rail. Again, blind disruptor shot. You had intention behind it, but it wasn't very accurately placed. You just kind of threw it, and there was nobody there, right? Disruptor shot's such an important cooldown. It's very consistent in value. It's not very consistent in damage, but it's consistent in value. Consistently being able to say that space is not space that you're allowed to control. So make sure that you don't screw it up. Here, I don't mind this push here. You need to, oh, nice shot. You probably need to find some form of cover, even if it's just hugging to the right a little bit further. So like, do what you do here, and then disengaging. And then honestly, just again, just feels like you just don't react. Like he kind of walked up on you before you reacted, and then you're in the open here, and you need to be very careful. But a very reasonable fight for me. This is a bit of a quick play classic where this is a very difficult point to push, so you guys might fail to push it. What is that life ever doing?
Thanks for the help.
All right. So with the fewer angles available here, that was a bad rail. You need to hold on to that sucker to shoot a squishy with it. And obviously don't just blow it either, because using it as a finishing blow is still very powerful, even if the damage is less. But yeah, a lot of it's going to be more revolving on good disruptor shots, good mechanics, and then occasionally taking that top left when you see an opportunity to, maybe when you know Reaper's dropped. I think taking little angles like this, very good. Taking little angles like this, very good, right? So I appreciate what you're doing here. Could have been a little faster. Again, you can kind of see the lack of intention. Nice shots. Like, you can see the little lack of intention with your disruptor shot. You'll see enemies and just kind of like throw it, right? So I want to see that improved.
This ends now.
Good. Good use of your ultimate. It's just unfortunately not quite enough. So I think for you, and I would write these down as fast as you possibly, not fast as you possibly, but write these down. Number one, prioritize sending up an angle, an off angle from your team. That you could, supports can still see you. You still have cover, of course. That plays to your effective range. Okay. Then shoot, apply pressure to whatever you'd like, whatever's convenient. Relax before you rail, and be intentional with your disruptor shot placement. Don't just throw it out there. Be intentional. Finally, for a bonus fourth thing to work on, I want you to use your ultimate. At least in this code particularly, you seem a little bit more hesitant to use it and set it up as well. You just need to use it. A kill is a kill. 2 kills, 2 kills. I'm quite bad at Sojourn, but we're going to try and give at least a little bit of demonstration. Maybe I'll even review some of my footage afterwards. Oh, gosh. Very annoyed about my stream. It's a bummer. Would have been fun to look at this one live on stream. And then obviously, Norts, as questions come up, please let me know. Please let me know. So if any questions come up to you after this review, just message me directly. Okay. Sojourn. Not a huge fan of that skin, actually. That skin's okay. That skin's okay. That skin's pretty good. So I'm going to prioritize on finding what angle that I can play versus the enemy composition. If they're playing more short-range, divey, brawly characters, I'll maintain my distance a little bit. If they're playing more pokey characters, then I can kind of leverage my slide to play aggressively, but still playing aggressively on angles when possible.
I'll be watching your back out there, Lieutenant.
You have nothing to worry about, Captain.
Okay, let's do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gonna get a speed ring out of here.
Capture the objective.
Coming through.
Okay, there you go. That's a very odd speed ring. Genji, I'm gonna swing away. There's a Doom.
Clear out.
Okay, gotta be careful of the Cassidy. Really look at the pressure from that angle, right? And I rotated away from the Genji Doom. You notice that? That Doom might go for me.
Railgun charged.
So just that spam and that disruptor shot honestly won us the fight. I didn't do a whole lot after that, but that spam disruptor shot just completely won us.
Disrupting.
Rotate away a little bit. I haven't even used the rail, have I?
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Almost.
Accept one. Kill confirmed. Breaking them down. I'm under.
Oh, did he get my disruptor shot? Yeah, he did.
Railgun charged.
I'll die here. Oh, that's bad. But we had lost at that point, so I was doing my best to just try and die quickly so I could catch the wave respawn.
Gonna need a new paint job after this.
Alright. I'll take top left because I don't have a lot of information. That's why I can create a little bit of distance between myself. I need to be careful until we get the doofus up. Oh, there's their angle. Get it out. Out, 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 out. Back him up. I don't want to get close to that Genji. Got him. So I can slowly walk forward.
That feels much better.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I did not want to go in.
I almost feel bad for them.
It's handy.
A little close for comfort. But you can see the disruptive shot value is insane, right? Just the zoning value alone is really helping us lock down a lot of space. I'll probably take top right here with where my team is fighting. Where's my team fighting? Okay, no, that won't work.
Disrupting. Railgun charged.
Meteor strike.
Outnumbered. Watch yourselves.
I'm disengaged here.
Clear out.
Might be able to keep me alive.
For the Crusader.
This ends now.
And get close to this Genji because... Oh, no! No! Okay, so I cheated there because I think I had seen deflect and I had rail. So I played not my effective range there.
Hitting the ground running.
But you can see, if you don't hit the shots, you do get punished for it because he is better up close. So like I said, this is not the mechanical game for me by any means. This is all going to be about my angles, the disruptor shots, and primary fire pressure. I don't really want to use... It's a little risky, but I know where she is, so... It's a little risky, but I had scouting advantage, so I could kind of cheat the game there.
Railgun power is ready to fight. I'm on fire.
Overtime.
Yeah, they're going to try and touch, so I need to maintain some distance here. I want to hold an angle here is where...
Not so fast.
Bad.
Double kill. First round.
Nice.
On my game now.
Okay, so this composition has been all about maintaining range, and that's often going to be the case versus most characters that you play versus. Genji, Reaper Tracers, Lucius, Rhines, even Maze, right? But a lot of it is, you know, I could be a sniper when I have rail. When I don't have rail, I can move around and find the angle where I can get good damage pressure, and then if they dive me, I just slide away, right? Slide is a lot better than soldier sprint because it's immediate, and it also has verticality built into it as well as you being able to damage while you're disengaging and while you're sliding. So you can see here, like, the mechanics here have been honestly like worse than yours with the rail, but I'm able to provide value just by holding better angles, disengaging, and having better disruptor shots. I'm not even getting a lot of damage on them. Disruptor shot. It's just there's just more M1 value out of it. So I'm going to hold top left because I'm going to assume that they're not on snipers. Play my angle here. Oh, yeah, okay, buddy. But see, even that double cooldowns and he dies for it. It was such a reach for him to do that. Play my angle right.
The objective is
Securing the point.
Railgun charged.
What are you doing?
Clear out.
I think I've had punch. Whoops. Okay. Still dive kickers for the most part. No rail. I need to get out of this area here because this is too open.
Disrupting.
Again, holding. I can kind of use it to control the angle there, but don't want to just shoot the tank here.
Railgun still at full power. That feels much better. Breaking them down.
A little spooky for me. It's a little close. I need to get out. Yeah, so that was bad. It was too close. Too messy and too close. I got confused with where we were holding and I made a bad rotation. Doofus is one. And we get punished for my mistake.
Neither will I.
Cut them down.
So I'm gonna wait for my team, play real passive on my angle here.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh, she went up there. That's not good from her. That's too soon. Look at that. Already off to the high ground. Now, I can fill that position once I see some cooldown. Okay, there's the cooldown, so now I can rotate. Oh, that's a good Suzu. So she's...
Disrupting.
Welcome to orbit.
I don't really want to stack with my team here, so I'm gonna split off here.
Crusaders!
I am on fire now.
Don't want to stand inside the ultimate because it means we don't control any space. We don't control any offing, so it's easy for them to disengage or kite.
Dodge this. Close your eyes. That's one.
Nice sleep, wow.
Locking satellite vector.
Okay, so we need to disengage that. I'm going to control the offing on the left side. I'll have a little bit of passive heal kick in here.
This ends now.
Deepen on my angle. I'll have my rail.
Recharging. Breaking them down.
Use it on the angle. It's fat. Look, where are they going to hide from? Ryan or me? They can't hide from both.
This ends now.
Why not? Oh. They won't touch.
Disrupting.
Oh, you will.
Fight is ours. They must not advance.
Now we're in orbit. We must accelerate. Dispatching care. A cosmic phenomenon.
Dodge this.
There you go.
Victory.
I'm gonna do one more, and maybe we'll get a different map or a different matchup. But you can kind of see, like, we'll pull up. Well, we can look at a couple of fights while we're waiting here. I think maybe the first fight might be a good one to look at, because if you look at like how my team is positioned on this initial fight and where I'm positioned, you can see immediately the value of where I'm at, right? Because the entire enemy team thinks that they're hiding from my team. So I rotate to this angle here, and you can see the damage disruption. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, that's miserable. Look at the attention, right? And I've done so with cover, where my supports can see me, and playing distance between the Doomfist and Genji. Because if they come after me there, right, I use my slide to get there. So I had to wait. I had to be very patient and make sure that where I rotated to wasn't too close to the Doomfist Genji. Because as you saw, the times when I did get too close to Doomfist Genji especially, things went pretty poorly. Okay, this one will be interesting. There'll probably be more sniper characters, so we'll maybe get an opportunity to kind of rotate a little bit more interestingly, a little bit more aggressively here.
Greetings.
We're in this together.
I require assistance.
All of us.
Do not panic.
What kind of armor polish do you use anyway?
I make my own,
With walnuts?
among other things.
Do not panic. Come. Do not worry. I am an expert at navigating dust storms.
Okay. So we have a Mercy Pocket, but Mercy Pocket doesn't change how I position all that much. It means I might take a slightly more high-risk, high-reward angle, but a good angle without Mercy is generally still a decent angle with her.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
See what they're on
Escort
here.
the payload.
That's the stuff.
Have the payload with me.
Orisa, Ashe. So generally can't contest an Ashe at range, but with a damage boost, maybe I can. My team is going left, so I'm gonna go right. Tracer, where's Tracer?
Disrupting.
A little damage on main.
Hostile spotted.
She didn't even know I was there. That's how the angle stuff works.
Railgun powered and ready to fire. Doesn't get better than that.
I'm gonna slide up now that my team is there.
It really
So I follow up off of my... Oh,
Enemy here. Coming through.
Enemy here.
The payload is
Dodge this.
I need to set up my angle. Set up my crossfire here with my team here.
Not exactly.
Swap the squishy, because Orisa with Fortify doesn't do a whole lot. I'll use it on Orisa, I don't care. Rotate away from Orisa, keep my distance on her. Ooh. I lost my Mercy pocket. I don't know where my Mercy was. But I should have rotated to the opposite high instead of directly there. My Mercy was really out of position there. That sucks. Because that wasn't even necessarily a bad rotation. It was not the perfect rotation, but there should have been more help there.
That's the
Missed
stuff.
opportunity for sure.
Payload stalled. Get on it. Monstering you.
I don't want to go too far forward until I know where the status of my team is. We'll clear that angle disruptor shot. So that allows me to rotate for free.
Railgun powered and ready to
I
fire.
lost my Mercy pocket again. Not sure who my Mercy's even healing right now.
Heroes never die.
Follow up.
Not so fast.
No, so I'm just using it to clear. These are good for pulse bomb. I don't need my ult.
Railgun charge.
Looking for it.
Clear out.
So I want to create some. I don't want to create some distance. I don't. Maybe versus on a break, but I'm not scared of Ash getting close. So I can hold this thing a little bit more aggressively here. Same thing here. Look at this angle. Wow. That sleep dart. Again, I wouldn't do this versus a Widow.
And ready to fire. Disrupting.
I don't know if I needed that disruption. I think they'd already left.
The light becomes me.
Follow up off of my Bob. Or off of my, okay. Annoying.
Railgun still at full power. Railgun charged. Just what I was looking for.
I need to back off in a second because I'm too far forward with the status of our team.
Right by you.
So, longer range angle. Yeah, they're in sim trace and also definitely play my range. No point playing anything but a sniper. I'm damage boosted now, so I can go for more.
Dodge this. Efficient design.
Three.
Work.
Alright, if I see an opportunity to ult, I will now.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Where are
I'll
they?
make it worth your while. Disrupting.
Alright, I think I can pop now.
This ends.
Not my best ult.
Headshot. Cooling down. Area denial.
Zone her out. Weird little bit of latency going on here. I didn't mean to use that. Ah.
Railgun charged. Not so fast.
Ooh, Mercy's going for res.
Heroes never die.
Gotta keep my distance from these
Thanks
guys.
for the help. Just what I was looking for.
Just didn't have high enough charge in that. Ah, crud. Okay. So, versus this composition, I really don't have, again, to reiterate, I don't have a lot of reason to do anything but play range versus Symmetra Tracer Roadhog, right? So I do a lot of pressure on them from range. So I need to find, okay, my team is right, so I'm going to go left, but try to pay very close attention to where's that Tracer.
Breaking them down. Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Need to hit that rail, even if it is just a body shot. Where's that Roadhog? Rotate across to there. See, I can use my mobility here, right?
That's the stuff.
Now I take top.
I'm on my game.
Oh, it's not good.
Railgun charged.
Nice. So I didn't just use my distance there, I also used my mobility there.
Over there.
Clear out.
Do not cry.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Over there. I believe the point. Enemy discovered.
So my team is on left. I'm gonna, or on right. I'm gonna go.
I'm on fire.
That's a huge disruptor shot. Super zoning value.
That feels much better.
Enemy over here. Let's take off.
This ends now. Calculated.
That's a good ult from the Symmetra, actually. It really shuts me down.
Enemy over here.
See if they walk through.
Heroes never die.
Got her.
Breaking them down.
See an enemy.
Tango in sight.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Railgun charged.
Just gonna keep dumping into the hog here. Nice. So, I mean, it's like shooting fish at a barrel, but it's from the best possible angle for doing so. If they pressure me, I run away.
Area denial.
Just gonna put a little bit of pressure here. Oh, yeah. So I don't want to stay here for long because, again, I need to utilize my range. That's a very congested angle. I'm very bad at using that. So I want to take more open space now. And again, this works with or without the Mercy, because without the Mercy, there's more pressure for an actual support.
Dodge this.
I don't want to use my slide just yet. I think I'm okay.
I'm on fire.
Brig has dropped, but I'm listening carefully. Oh, she has not dropped. What on earth?
Railgun.
And I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go around the right side. Whoops. So definitely maintain my
They
distance
won't
here.
quit. Neither will I.
Alright. They're on left. I'm going to go right. They're on left. I'm going to go right. She's isolated now. I'm going to use my mobility and the ult to... What the...
I'll make it worth your while.
I'm a little risky balking into a Symmetra here, but...
Nothing a quick repair won't fix.
Yeah, I need to move out. Ah! I missed it. Shoot. I like that angle. So I have a bit of an angle here. My team is on main.
Railgun charged.
We're down one here, so... Crap. I needed to take top left sooner, I think. Tracer's low on resources.
Dodge this. This ends now. Who's next?
Kind of cheating here.
That's two.
I need to get out of here.
Regulating.
Oh.
Not so fast.
Okay, take top and just shoot. Now it's really uncomfortable for them to cross this open space to me. She's gonna try to push me, I think.
Clear out. We didn't come this far to quit
Activating
now.
self-destruct sequence.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
So do you see it was inconvenient for him to reach to me, so therefore she was fewer in resources and it was easy for me to deal with her. I needed to play the angle. They couldn't hide from the people on cart and hide from the people top left. So that was like a very flashy game, even though my mechanics are horrible. Whereas the round before was a very honest game, where a lot of my value was more about baiting, primary fire, a couple of good disruptor shots for range, and that kind of a thing. And that's going to be kind of how your mileage with Sojourn is going to vary. It's going to depend on the situation, whether you have a good matchup to be able to take space or you have a bad matchup. You're just kind of playing more for consistent pressure and then using a good LGL free card. So the 4 points that I gave to you still stand. Good luck with your practice. Let me know if you have any questions.